No, it's nice. Nice to get a little time, and because of the Olympics, and we're back now, and this is the place to be, New York City, as I told you just seconds ago. I think it was 19 seconds ago in the monologue. Laugh Central, I call it. The Republican convention is underway right here in New York. More than 4,000 delegates are in town this week, and apparently one of them is here tonight. I thought we'd recognize her. Regina Hall, delegate from Virginia, is right here. Let's give her a hand. There she is. Yeah, that's nice. Hi, Regina. We'd also like to welcome the 2 protesters assigned to harass Regina while she's here. Those are the 2 protesters. We'd also like to welcome the right-wing extremist who is counter-protesting the protesters. I also want to welcome the cop who's here to keep the 2 sides from fighting. The FBI agent who's working undercover to provide security. Want to welcome him, too. Sorry about that. And, of course, the hundreds of New Yorkers who really couldn't give a damn about the whole thing. We want to thank them. It's a sad comment on our country. Or is it? All right. You're back! I want to mention something briefly. Just before we went to commercial, we did a little, quick little comedy routine. That's what we're calling it anyway. About the Republican convention. We actually have 2 gentlemen who are actually here as part of the Republican convention. Is that right? There they are right there. Where are you guys from?
Mississippi.
You're from Mississippi. All right. You know, I spotted you before the show. And I suspected something because they're the only people here, in fact, the only 2 people that have ever come here in 11 years wearing blue blazers. And I thought, they must think they're here to see my first communion. And, anyway, welcome. I hope you're having a good time. Did you see a Broadway show yet or anything?
Not yet. Tomorrow.
You thought Conan O'Brien first. Get that out of the way. Eat your vegetables first, then dessert. All right. All right. Enjoy. You speak again and I'll have someone throw you out. You understand? I'm not going to have you guys getting rowdy, okay? All right, settle down. I said settle down! All right, now Frank is going to... The guy on the right has had enough of me, right? I wanted to see Regis! We got 2 guys here from the convention. It's going to be great. Folks, Al Franken's going to be out in just a minute if he's still here, but first, sometimes he gets bored with me and walks away. But first, I did want to talk about something. This is big. Today, Mel Gibson's blockbuster, The Passion of the Christ, was released on DVD. And, of course, this is a huge... Yeah. Let's get behind that. These guys are happy. Yeah, big thumbs up from them, yeah. Anyway. Jesus is in it. Well, anyway... Now, with more Jesus. Everybody, we're back. A lot of shows still coming up. You know, I want to mention something before we go any further. Republicans from all over the country are in New York this week for the convention, as we've said before. Now, many of the delegates are probably going to start a chant going when they're at the convention to express their support for President Bush. And I just have a little advice to you Republicans. If you are going to start a chant at the convention, stick with an easy-to-follow one, like 4 more years, 4 more years, something like that. Whatever you do, don't make this delegate's mistake.
4 more years of staying the course, because changing course is highly dangerous, like it was for me last Thanksgiving when I went to the supermarket to buy cranberries. Come on, I was on to Pinewood Drive when I realized I was going the wrong way and I had to change course, so I made a U-turn and got into an accident. The police came and, come on, Republicans, wanted an explanation as to what happened. And I knew I should never admit guilt because I had let my liability insurance expire. So I said it was that other moron's fault. She cut me off when I was trying to make a U-turn. And the cop said, "You were trying to make a U-turn on a one-way street?" And I said, no, not that kind, come on, of U-turn. It was an abbreviation, you know, U-turn, as in unbelievably careful turn onto the right street where I was going to get the cranberries and not into oncoming traffic. And the cop said, "Come on, well then I guess you're okay." And I said, "Great." And he said, "Oh, that's an abbreviation too. It means on crack." And I said, "Oh, shouldn't it be O.C. Einstein? Because he was wrong about the spelling of crack, but correct about the fact that I was on crack." So, America, learn from my mistake and stay the course, or America will have to pay $1,500 out of pocket for some lady's 1982 Oldsmobile that is not even worth that much. Chapter 2. Driving to
All right. Thanks a lot. That's great. Yeah. I'm not listening to chapter 2. No, we'll take a break. When we come back, Jason Bateman's here. Stick around.